All right, so today we're diving deep into The Barefoot Investor by Scott Pape.
Yeah, a classic.
It's a personal finance guide, you know, aimed at us Aussies.
Right.
Straightforward, no-nonsense advice, and it's been incredibly popular.
Hugely popular. Yeah, over 1 million copies sold.
Wow.
And praise from, all sorts of people.
Yeah, who are we talking about here?
Well, you've got a former prime minister, for
Oh,
one,
okay.
Paul Clitheroe,
Oh, yeah.
big name in financial literacy.
Oh, sure.
Even Seth Godin, the best-selling author.
Wow, that's quite a range.
It is.
So it's got to be more than just hype, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Pape knows his stuff. I mean, top financial expert here in Australia.
Right.
And, really seems to get that finances can be intimidating for a lot of people.
He does.
So let's talk about that for a second. I mean, what's his overall approach?
Well, he really emphasizes this idea of being prepared, for those unexpected things that life throws at you.
Right, those curveballs, the things you
Yeah.
just can't plan for.
Exactly.
So it's not just about, investing and saving,
Right.
but it's also about, like, having a solid plan in place
Yeah.
for when those unexpected events happen.
Right, and he actually uses this powerful analogy of a bushfire,
Oh, wow.
which is particularly powerful because he actually went through a devastating bushfire himself.
Really?
Yeah, destroyed his farm, everything he owned.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like that experience really shaped his approach to finances.
Oh, it definitely did, yeah.
It must have been just a completely life-changing event.
Yeah, I mean, he talks about being left with nothing but 2 chimneys and a pile of rubble.
Gosh, that's intense.
Yeah, it really was a wake-up call for him.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And he really wants to share that wake-up call with his readers.
Okay, so it's about being prepared for anything.
Yeah.
Whether it's, job loss, health crisis,
Mhm.
Even a relationship breakdown.
Yeah, it could be anything.
So it's more than just numbers, right? It's
Yeah.
about resilience.
Right.
Being prepared for those ups and downs.
Definitely. And he even talks about how after the fire,
Okay.
amidst all that chaos,
Yeah.
a financial counselor approached him,
Oh, interesting.
offering support and guidance
Yeah.
to navigate the financial side of
Oh,
things.
that's amazing.
Yeah, and that experience clearly had a big impact on him.
It makes sense, yeah, like someone reaching out a hand during a really tough time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome that he's, actually putting his money where his mouth is
Well, yeah.
by donating, 10% of the book's royalties
That's right.
to Financial Counseling Australia.
Yeah, to help people in financial crisis.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's really committed to making a difference.
Okay, so the book lays out a pretty specific roadmap, right, to financial security.
Yeah.
And he calls these the Barefoot Steps.
That's right, the barefoot step.
And there's 9 of them.
9 steps.
We actually have a visual representation of these steps,
Yeah, we do.
which I'm sure will be super helpful for our listeners.
Definitely.
So they can kind of see the whole picture.
Yeah, it's a good overview.
So these steps cover everything from, banking and debt management to investing and retirement planning.
Right.
It's pretty comprehensive.
It is. Yeah, he really tries to cover all the bases.
Okay, so before we jump into those steps in detail,
Okay.
I got to ask about the alpacas.
Ah, yes, the alpaca.
Because, it seems like this kind of random funny anecdote.
It does at first.
So it's farm, right?
Yeah, but it actually ties into a really important financial principle.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So, picture this.
Mm-hmm.
His father-in-law is trying to move this alpaca,
Okay.
Alberto, down the driveway.
All right.
And suddenly, it's like a 2-on-1 situation with the other alpha, Pedro, just repeatedly kicking the poor guy in the kidneys.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, total chaos.
Sounds painful.
It was. But, in the midst of all this,
Mm-hmm.
Pape noticed something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
These alpacas, they're being moved, they're a bit stressed,
Yeah.
but they're totally focused on their job,
What's their job?
protecting their flock of sheep from foxes.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't flinch, didn't hesitate,
Laser focused.
Totally.
Despite all the chaos.
That's right. And he calls this the alpaca attitude.
I love that.
It's about staying focused on your goals,
Okay, yeah.
even when life gets crazy.
So just like those alpacas protecting their flock, we need to protect our financial well-being no matter what's going on around us.
That's right.
Love that analogy.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So where do we start?
Well, Pape's first barefoot step is to schedule a monthly barefoot date night.
A date night
Yeah.
for financing.
I know, right?
That's a new one.
It might sound a little strange,
It does.
but hear me out.
Okay.
He recommends setting aside a specific time each month,
Okay.
ideally with your partner or, a trusted friend or family member,
Okay.
to review your finances together.
Okay, so it's about making it less daunting
Yeah.
by turning it into, like, a shared activity.
Exactly, like a ritual almost.
Okay?
And he even suggests enjoying some garlic bread and wine while you do it
Oh, I'm listening now.
to make it more enjoyable.
Garlic bread and wine.
You got it.
While talking about finances.
Yeah, why not?
Who wouldn't want that?
Right, it definitely takes the edge off.
Okay, I'm sold.
Good.
So it's about working together, supporting each other, building a shared vision for your financial future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he even quotes some research
Oh, okay.
that shows that spending time with loved ones
Okay.
is a predictor of well-being.
Interesting.
And that applies to finances too.
Okay.
It's about two against the world, as he puts it,
I like that.
emphasizing that teamwork aspect
Yeah.
when it comes to money matters.
Okay, so that's step 1, the barefoot date night.
Right.
Step 2 is barefoot banking.
That's right.
All right, so let's unpack this.
Okay.
What exactly does it mean to, bank the barefoot way?
Well, first and foremost, ditch any bank accounts that charge fees.
Okay.
He's pretty passionate about this point.
He does seem pretty adamant about that.
Yeah. I mean, he even compares bank fees to something, let's just say unpleasant.
Okay, he doesn't hold back.
Not when it comes to bank fees.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, he argues that those seemingly small fees
Right.
can add up to thousands of dollars over a lifetime.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, he cites some research
Okay.
that shows the average Australian household gets hit with over $477 in bank fees each year.
Wow. That's a lot.
It is. It's a significant chunk of change.
So what's the alternative?
Well, he recommends using separate accounts for different purposes. And he gives them these nicknames.
I love his nickname.
They're memorable.
Yeah, so what are they?
So you've got Blow, Smile, Fire Extinguisher,
Okay, I'm already liking this.
and Mojo.
All right, break those down for
Okay,
me.
so Blow is your everyday transaction account
Mm-hmm.
for your income and daily expenses.
Okay.
Smile is a high-interest online savings account
Okay.
for short-term goals like vacations or a new gadget.
Got it.
Fire Extinguisher.
Okay, I can kind of guess what this one's for.
Yeah, another high-interest online savings account.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is specifically for emergencies and unexpected costs.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then Mojo.
Mojo, the intriguing one.
Yeah, what's that all about?
So Mojo is a separate savings account
Okay.
with a different institution.
All right.
And it's all about building a buffer,
Yep.
giving you that feeling of financial security.
Interesting. Okay.
And he recommends starting with $2,000 in this account.
$2,000.
Yeah. And he even suggests selling things online if you need to raise the cash.
Okay, so taking action.
Yeah, being proactive.
Creating that psychological safety net.
That's right.
Interesting how he really focuses on the psychological aspect as well.
He does, yeah.
It's not just about the practical steps.
Right.
It's about, like, that feeling of security.
Right. And for Smile and Fire Extinguisher,
Okay.
he stresses using online savings accounts with zero fees.
Yeah, we talked about the fees.
No fees is key.
Yeah.
And he mentions ING is a good option.
Yeah.
As of 2018, of course.
Okay.
But he stresses, finding a bank with no fees is the key,
Yeah.
not necessarily sticking to that specific bank.
It's about those core principles, right?
Exactly.
Avoiding fees, earning high interest
Okay.
on your savings.
Yeah.
Okay, what about banking as a couple?
Oh, yeah, he has some interesting advice for that, too.
Okay, what does he say?
He recommends sharing the same everyday transaction account with your partner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even though he stresses separate accounts for individual expenses.
Yeah.
So it's about presenting a united front.
Exactly, like a team.
Yeah, I can see that.
He shares his own experience with this approach with his wife,
Okay.
highlighting the positive impact it's had on their relationship.
So it's about finding what works, right?
Yeah, he acknowledges that every couple is different
Mm-hmm.
and needs to find what works best for them.
It's about open communication, right?
Absolutely.
Finding a system that fits your unique dynamic.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about credit cards?
Oh, he's pretty straightforward about that one.
All right, let's hear it.
He advises against having a credit card altogether.
Whoa, he really goes there.
He does.
No credit cards at all.
Nope, he even compares credit card debt to slavery.
Okay, that's a strong image.
Yeah, and he uses the analogy of a drug pusher.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here.
to illustrate how banks can hook people on credit card debt.
Yeah, with those tempting introductory offers. So he's advocating for, like, breaking free from that debt cycle and taking control of your spending habits.
Exactly. He encourages using a debit card instead,
Okay.
arguing that it's just as secure
Okay.
and helps you stay within your means.
So it's about challenging those assumptions.
Yeah.
We have about credit cards and finding alternative ways to manage our finances.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got our bank accounts sorted.
Right.
We're ditching the credit cards.
Good.
What's next?
Well, next we tackle a topic that can be a bit confusing,
Okay.
especially for those unfamiliar with the Australian retirement system.
All right, let's hear it.
Superannuation,
Sure.
or super, as it's commonly known.
Yeah, super. This is a big one, right? Huge. Retirement planning is crucial.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it can be so confusing.
It can be, yeah.
So what does Pape say about super?
Well, he dedicates a good chunk of the book to demystifying superannuation,
Okay.
calling it the greatest tax dodge in Australia.
That's a bold statement.
It is, but he backs it up.
Okay, I'm listening.
And he really emphasizes the need to choose a low-cost super fund.
Okay. Yeah, fees can be a killer,
Oh, absolutely.
especially with super.
Yeah, he shares some pretty shocking anecdotes
Oh, no.
about people losing, a huge chunk of their savings to high fees.
Oh, gosh, that's a cautionary tale.
It is, yeah, highlighting how those seemingly small fees can have a massive impact.
Yeah, over the long term.
Exactly, on your retirement nest egg.
Yeah, scary stuff.
It is. And he even suggests that that one reader should ask their super fund to commemorate their hefty fees
Oh, no.
with a gold-plated plaque.
Okay, I love this already.
Right, at their headquarters. Strategically placed in the restrooms, of course.
Oh, Pape. Classic.
He's got a way with words.
He does. It's funny, but it's also making a really serious point.
Exactly. He wants people to wake up to the fact that choosing the right super fund can make a difference.
Yeah, it's not something to be taken lightly.
Absolutely not. A difference of hundreds of thousands,
Wow.
even millions of dollars over a lifetime.
That's huge.
It is.
Okay, so does he recommend a specific super fund?
He does. As of 2018, he recommends the Host Plus Indexed Balance Fund,
Okay, cost plus.
highlighting its low fees and, solid performance.
Okay.
But he stresses, finding a low-fee, high-performing fund is what matters.
Right, not just blindly following his pick.
Exactly. It's about empowering readers to make informed decisions.
Okay, so we've covered barefoot banking in detail.
We have, yeah.
Is there anything else before we move on?
There's one more crucial aspect.
Okay, what's that?
Insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Yeah, he dedicates a whole barefoot date night to this.
A whole date night.
Yeah, he compares it to
Do what?
to how celebrities insure their assets.
Oh, interesting.
Like J-Lo insuring her butt.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it's about protecting yourself
Right.
and your family from financial disaster. And he offers practical advice on finding affordable and comprehensive coverage.
Okay, that's helpful.
He even provides scripts to use when negotiating with insurance companies.
Oh, wow, that's going in the extra mile.
Yeah, he really wants people to feel empowered
I like that.
to get the best deal.
Okay, so what are his key rules?
Well, he breaks it down into 3 key rules.
Okay.
Understand what you're actually insuring.
Okay.
Choose a higher excess to lower your premiums.
Right.
And shop around for a better deal each year.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Don't just passively renew the same policy every year.
Yeah, challenge those assumptions.
Exactly. And he emphasizes challenging your super fund about their insurance offerings too.
Oh.
Making sure you have enough income protection, total permanent disability insurance,
Right.
and life insurance.
Yeah, the important stuff.
Yeah, to cover your needs.
Especially for families with young children.
Absolutely.
It's about peace of mind, right?
Yeah, knowing your loved ones are protected.
No matter what happens.
That's right.
Okay, so we've covered the first 2 barefoot steps.
We have.
Scheduling those monthly date nights and setting up your bank accounts the barefoot way.
Right.
What's next on this roadmap to financial freedom?
Well, now it's time to tackle something that can be a bit daunting for a lot of people.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Debt.
Oh, yeah, that's the one everyone tries to avoid.
It is, but Pape's got a plan for that too.
Okay, bring it on.
We're ready to conquer those debts.
All right, let's do it. So debt, huh?
Yeah, the D word.
Everyone's favorite topic.
Right. But, it doesn't have to be scary.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
Good, because Pape's approach is all about making it manageable.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah, he calls it the domino your debts strategy.
Yeah, I'm gonna know your debts.
Yeah.
Kind of catchy, right?
I like it. It's visual.
So, first things first.
Right.
You got to identify all your debts.
Okay, make a list.
Exactly. List them all out, except for your HECS LLP loan and your mortgage.
Okay, so those are separate. Yeah, we'll deal with those later.
Okay, so we're making a list, checking it twice.
Right, getting organized.
Facing those debts head on.
He actually provides a table in the book for this.
Oh, helpful.
But he humorously points out that research suggests only a tiny fraction of people actually complete it.
Yeah, I guess it's easy to avoid, right?
It is, even though we know it's important.
So what's next?
Okay, so once you have that list, the next step is to negotiate with your creditors.
Negotiate.
Yeah, try to get a lower interest rate, maybe waive some fees.
Okay, so we're not just accepting the terms.
No, we're taking control.
I like it.
Going proactive.
And how do we do that?
Well, he provides a script to use when calling your bank.
Oh, wow. That's helpful.
Emphasizing the importance of being assertive and persistent.
So we're standing up for ourselves.
Exactly. Advocating for our financial well-being.
And what about our Mojo savings?
Ah, good point. Yeah, he suggests using some of that. To pay off smaller debts quickly.
Okay, get some quick wins.
Yeah, exactly. Create a sense of momentum, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
That psychological boost can be really helpful.
It's like knocking down those first dominoes.
That's the idea.
Get the ball rolling.
Exactly. And that leads us to the core of the strategy.
Okay, tell me.
Tackle your debts in order from smallest to largest.
Okay, the domino effect.
That's right. You knock over the smallest debt first, then use that momentum to take down the next one, and so on.
Okay, I'm getting it.
He calls this debt detonation.
Debt detonation.
Yeah, and he encourages readers to celebrate each victory.
I like that.
No matter how small.
It's about those little wins.
Exactly. Keeping yourself motivated. So how do we celebrate?
Well, he suggests having a little bill-burning ceremony.
Oh, I love that.
When you pay off a debt.
Symbolic.
Right, a fun way to mark your progress.
Yeah, it's about changing our mindset, right?
Absolutely. Debt repayment doesn't have to be this shameful thing.
Right, it's a challenge.
Exactly. Something to conquer. I like that a lot.
And remember, it's not about deprivation.
Okay.
Or sacrifice. It's about making conscious choices that align with your goals.
Okay, that makes sense.
He even shares his own experience after the fire.
Oh, yeah, that must have been tough financially.
It was. But he talks about how much joy they found in living minimally while they rebuilt their lives.
So even though they lost so much, they found richness in simplifying.
Exactly. They resisted the urge to replace everything immediately.
Yeah.
And focus on what truly mattered.
That's a really powerful perspective.
It is. He talks about living like multimillionaires.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Not by spending lavishly.
Okay.
But by appreciating the simple things.
Right.
Finding contentment in their circumstances.
So it's about defining your own version of a fulfilling life.
Exactly. One that isn't dictated by stuff.
I love that message.
Yeah. It's about shifting our focus,
from what we lack
to what we already have.
Okay, so we've tackled debt, redefine our relationship with material things.
Right.
What's next?
All right. Now it's time to shift gears.
Okay.
Focus on growth.
Growth.
Yeah, specifically growing your income and your investments.
All right, this is where it gets exciting.
This is the fun part. He calls this section of the book Grow.
Okay, grow.
And it's all about cultivating a mindset of abundance and opportunity.
I like that.
Reminding us that there's no limit to how much you can earn.
Okay.
If you're willing to put in the effort and think creatively.
All right, I'm ready to embrace that growth mindset.
Good.
What's first on the agenda?
He starts with a pretty bold claim.
Okay, hit me.
Doubling your income.
Whoa, double my income.
No, it sounds ambitious.
It does.
But before you get overwhelmed,
he
breaks it down into a practical plan.
Okay, good.
That he calls career compounding.
Career compounding, okay.
It's taking the concept of compound interest and applying it to your career.
Okay, I'm listening.
So it's about making small, consistent efforts over time. That lead to exponential growth in your earning power.
So like planting those seeds.
Exactly. And the first step is surprisingly simple.
Okay, tell me.
Identify your career goals for the next 12 months.
All right, so setting those goals.
Right, write them down.
And these goals should be ambitious but achievable, right?
That's the sweet spot. Yeah, strike that balance.
Okay, so once we have those goals...
Then you present them to your boss.
Oh, okay. This is where it gets a little scary for some people.
It can be, yeah, but it's crucial.
I guess so.
It shows initiative, commitment.
Your job, your growth.
Exactly. And he recommends scheduling a specific time for this conversation.
Okay, like a formal meeting.
Yeah, not just a casual chat.
Okay.
But the key to career compounding is regular follow-up.
Oh, okay, so it's not just a one-time thing.
Nope, he recommends checking in with your boss every couple of months.
Okay.
Providing updates, reiterating your commitment to those goals.
So staying top of mind.
Exactly. But he emphasizes that these follow-ups should be helpful and humble.
Okay, so not demanding.
Right, not entitled.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's about showing your value to the team.
Right.
Not just focusing on your own advancement.
That's a win-win.
Yeah, and by consistently exceeding expectations, you increase your chances of getting that raise or promotion.
Okay, I like that.
But even if you're not interested in climbing the corporate ladder,
okay,
he offers alternatives.
Such as?
Freelancing, starting a side hustle.
Okay, yeah, that entrepreneurial spirit.
Exactly, leveraging your skills and passions to generate more income.
All right, so we've covered the career aspect of Grow.
We have.
What about investments?
Yes, the world of investing.
Can seem intimidating.
It can, but Pape does a great job of demystifying it.
Okay, good.
He starts by sharing a personal story.
Okay, let's hear it.
About his father's single investment in BHP.
BHP, the mining giant.
That's the one.
Okay.
This investment, made years ago, has grown significantly over time.
Thanks to the power of compound interest.
Exactly. He calls it his golden ticket.
I like that.
Highlighting that potential for long-term wealth creation.
Okay, but I know a lot of people are scared of investing.
He acknowledges that, yeah, especially after witnessing market crashes.
Yeah, those can be scary.
They can, but he reassures readers that while market fluctuations are inevitable, history has shown that the share market always recovers.
Okay, so it's a long game.
It is. And he suggests viewing those crashes as opportunities.
Opportunities.
Yeah, to buy quality investments at a discount.
Okay, so turning those dips into buying opportunities.
Exactly. He even compares it to those post-Christmas Boxing Day sales.
I get it. Yeah, when savvy shoppers snag those deals.
That's the idea.
So what's his overall approach to investing?
He advocates for a buy and hold approach.
Okay, so long term.
Yeah, emphasizing the importance of patience.
Right, not trying to time the market.
Exactly. He even cites a study
that
found the average investor underperforms the market.
Because
they try to time it, they buy high and sell low.
Based on fear and emotion.
Exactly. So his solution...
What's that?
Automate your investments.
Okay, interesting.
Put them on autopilot.
So you're not tempted to make those impulsive decisions.
Exactly. And that's where his recommendation for a specific investment comes in.
All right, you tell me more.
The Australian Foundation Investment Company, or AFIC.
AFIC, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's been around forever, since before the Great Depression.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is, and he highlights its low fees.
Always with the fees.
And consistent performance.
Okay.
Emphasizing that it's a safe and reliable way to invest.
Okay, in what?
In a diversified portfolio of Australian businesses.
Okay, that makes sense.
But, he's clear that it's not an endorsement.
Okay.
He encourages readers to do their own research.
Yeah, always important.
Choose investments that align with their risk tolerance.
And their financial goals.
Exactly. He even provides a table.
Okay.
Showing the power of compound interest. Demonstrating how even small amounts invested consistently over time can grow into a significant sum.
So it's about starting small.
Yeah, and being consistent.
And letting that compound interest work its magic.
Exactly. And he even suggests using your superannuation to invest.
Oh, okay, using super.
Highlighting those tax advantages.
Okay, yeah.
And the long-term growth potential of super.
So we're taking control of our retirement savings.
Exactly. And he provides specific scripts to use when contacting your super fund.
To do what?
To set up a direct investment option.
Okay, so we're not just leaving it up to them.
Right. You're taking control of how your super is invested.
Okay, I like that.
So we've covered career growth, investing. There's one more aspect of grow that we need to address.
All right, what's that?
Buying your home.
The great Australian dream.
Right. Owning a home is a big goal for many people.
It is. So what does Pape say about that?
He acknowledges that it can be, both a dream and a nightmare.
Yeah, I can see that.
And he doesn't shy away from the complexities.
Okay, so where do we start?
Well, he highlights some common mistakes
that
first home buyers often make.
Like what?
Well, he emphasizes the importance of avoiding what he calls Hills Hoist envy.
Hills Hoist envy?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
It's his way of describing that tendency to compare ourselves to others.
Whoa, okay.
Feel pressure to buy a bigger or more expensive home than we can actually afford.
Right, keeping up with the Joneses.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that.
It is, especially when it comes to something as significant as a home.
So how do we avoid that trap?
Well, he advocates for a practical approach,
Okay.
starting with saving a 20% deposit
Okay, 20%.
before even considering buying.
So having a solid foundation.
Exactly. It shows financial discipline, and it helps you avoid paying lenders' mortgage insurance.
Right. Which can add a lot to your loan.
A lot, so it's a smart move.
Okay, so we've got the deposit.
Right.
What's next?
Yeah. Well, he also stresses the importance of buying a home you can actually afford.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Don't stretch yourself financially just to impress others.
Right, it's not about the show.
Exactly. It's about finding a place where you can truly lay down roots.
Build a life.
Yeah, he calls it finding your forever home.
I like that.
Choosing a home that aligns with your needs and values.
Not just your ego.
Exactly. He even shares his own experience of buying a modest farmhouse in the country.
Oh, wow.
A place where he and his family could connect with nature,
Okay.
raise their children in a peaceful environment.
So it was a conscious choice.
It was prioritizing their values,
Yeah.
creating a life that felt authentic to them.
Not getting caught up in that bigger is better mentality.
Right, which often leads people into financial trouble.
Okay, so we're thinking long-term,
Okay.
focusing on our values.
Mm-hmm.
What about the actual process of buying?
All right, so he encourages going directly to the seller,
Oh, really?
avoiding real estate agents as much as possible.
Okay, interesting.
He compares the whole process to a kind of street theater,
Oh, boy.
yeah. Emphasizing the need to be in control,
Okay.
not be swayed by emotional manipulation or pressure tactics.
So be tough.
Yeah, he even recommends acting like a tough negotiator during an auction.
To intimidate the competition?
Exactly. Show them you mean business.
Okay, so be strategic.
Strategic and assertive.
Yeah.
He also provides tips for making a strong offer,
Okay.
negotiating effectively, ensuring a smooth transaction.
So it's about being informed,
And prepared.
then taking control of the process.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
Bank accounts, debt, income, investing, buying a home.
That's a lot.
What's next?
Well, now we shift our focus to the future,
Okay.
specifically securing your financial well-being in retirement.
Retirement, the golden years.
That's right. And this is where the Nail Your Retirement Number section comes in.
Okay, we touched on this briefly earlier, but I'm ready to dive deeper.
Okay, so Pape's 8th Barefoot Step is all about calculating how much money you'll need
Okay.
to live comfortably in retirement.
Okay, so figuring out that magic number.
That's right. Taking into account your desired lifestyle, inflation, life expectancy.
Yeah, it's a lot to consider.
It is, but he breaks it down into a manageable process.
Okay, good.
Guiding readers through those calculations,
Okay.
helping them visualize their financial future.
So it's about painting a picture.
Exactly, of what you want your retirement to look like.
Yeah,
And then figuring out the resources you'll need.
to make that vision a reality.
Exactly. And he emphasizes that retirement isn't about deprivation
Okay.
or simply sitting on a rocking chair.
Right, it's not the end.
It's about freedom,
Yeah.
financial security,
Yeah.
pursuing your passions, living life to the fullest.
That's a much better way to think about it.
It is, and once you have that retirement number,
That magic number.
you can adjust your savings and investment strategies to make sure you reach your goal
So it's about taking control
of your financial destiny
creating that roadmap.
to a fulfilling and abundant retirement.
Okay, I like it. So we've got our retirement plan in place.
We do.
What's the final step?
The 9th and final Barefoot Step is leave a legacy.
Leave a legacy. Okay.
This one shifts the focus outward,
Okay.
encouraging you to think about the impact you want to make on the world.
So it's bigger than just ourselves.
Exactly. It's about thinking beyond our own needs,
Yeah.
considering the legacy we want to leave behind.
Okay. What does that look like?
Well, he encourages readers to think about what they want to be remembered for,
Okay.
how they can use their wealth to make a positive difference.
So it's not just about the money.
It's about using your resources to create a better future.
Yeah, that's powerful.
It might involve charitable giving, supporting causes they care about,
Okay.
or simply leaving an inheritance for their loved ones.
So it's about making a difference.
In whatever way feels meaningful to you.
And he emphasizes that leaving a legacy isn't just for the wealthy, right?
Right. It's about living a life of purpose,
Yeah.
making a meaningful contribution to the world.
Regardless of your financial situation.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered all 9 Barefoot steps.
A roadmap to financial freedom.
Living a life of purpose and abundance.
The Barefoot Investor is more than just a personal finance book.
It's a guide to living a more intentional and fulfilling life.
It really is. It's about taking control of your finances.
Your career, your destiny.
Defining your own version of success.
One that's grounded in financial security.
Personal fulfillment.
And a commitment to making a positive impact.
It's a powerful message.
It is. So what are your key financial priorities?
Yeah. What would you accomplish?
If you embraced that alpaca attitude.
Scheduled your first barefoot date night.
This deep dive has given you the tools and the inspiration.
Now it's up to you to take action.
We'd love to hear about your journey.
Share your thoughts and experiences with us.